my fellow makeup enthusiasts. Welcome to a somewhat serious edition of Makeup Use Disorder, not an official DSM diagnosis. And I always say it should be. You know that I say that in jest. Today's topic is Botox and other non-surgical cosmetic procedures. If you follow me, and if you don't follow me, that's perfectly fine. I'm still pretty new. I don't expect everybody to be following me. If you do follow me, you know that I speak very openly about getting Botox. I get Botox every 3 to 4 months. I'm 40 years old. I love it. When I first started noticing the signs of aging before I started the Botox, I didn't feel like a bad person. I didn't feel like I was ugly. It didn't affect my self-esteem. I didn't worry that nobody was ever going to think I was pretty or that I wasn't going to get jobs or anything like that. I just noticed that I had wrinkles and I didn't want them. I knew that there was an easy, pretty much pain-free, very effective, to me, very cost-effective in comparison to the cost of snake oil wrinkle creams that don't actually work past a certain age. I knew that it was out there, and so I took that option, and I am beyond pleased with the results. But ever since I started getting Botox and very openly admitting that I have Botox, I've noticed that there is a very judgmental attitude towards women, probably men too, but I can only speak about women, who have Botox. People are very condescending, they're judgmental, and sometimes they're even downright hateful, and sometimes they're really crude. I like to think that there's a line when it comes to lines, and everybody's line is different. Furthermore, everyone's response to the lines being over the line is going to be different. Some people may amp up the makeup game, and that works great if you are in your 20s, maybe even in your 30s, but past a certain age, makeup just doesn't cut it. Some people go in for luxury skincare, really expensive skincare, and again, that may work really well when you're younger, but once you get past a certain age and the fine lines reach a new depth, then really expensive skincare probably won't really give you the results that you're looking for. It may help, but it's not going to compare with Botox. And maybe it does for some people. I don't know, it didn't for me. Some people accept it gracefully. If you are a person who accepts aging gracefully, you have my respect. I just don't share your grace. Some people accept it begrudgingly. Some people pull out the little guns and go in for Botox or fillers or microneedling or Fraxel. There's all kinds of things that you can do. I'm not going to talk about everything. I'm just going to talk about Botox because that's the only thing that I have done personally thus far. And then some people pull out the big guns and go under the knife. I haven't done that. Would I ever do that? I might. I don't know. I can't say that at this point in time. But regardless of the way you choose to handle it, it's your face. It's your money. It's your decision. It's your line that the lines have crossed. Nobody else can make that decision for you, and quite frankly, it's nobody else's damn business. I hopped onto Facebook and I copied and pasted the most ridiculous, condescending, ignorant, hateful, and sometimes crass comments that I received when I publicly announced that I was going to get Botox, or when I put a side-by-side comparison of my face before and after Botox. So I'm going to sit here and read the most awful comments that I have received about Botox. Why would you get Botox? You don't look like you need it. That's because it works. I can't see a difference.
You must really hate yourself.
Wow, I never realized you were so vain. Wow, I never realized you were so insecure.
I'd still fuck you.
God, why do you gotta be so conceited? Why do you have such low self-esteem?
My dick cures wrinkles.
You must have body dysmorphic disorder. We're gonna talk about that later.
I'd still fuck you.
Do you realize that they use needles? Yes, I realize that. The needles went into my face.
My dick cures wrinkles.
You're willing to ingest botulism just to look a few years younger? ingest. It's not a pill. Why don't you just take care of your skin? Okay, motherfucker, I'm 40, okay. At a certain point, your cells start to degrade a little bit. It is the natural aging process. I have never been out in the sun. I mean, look at my pale ass. I am a heliophobe, almost. Not clinically, but I mean, I hate the sun. I drink at least 8-ounce glasses of water a day. I'm one of the only people I know who actually does that. I moisturize. I exfoliate on occasion. I eat right. I exercise. I get enough sleep most of the time. But damn it, I do take care of myself. That one was probably the most offensive, actually.
I'd still fuck you.
Botox is so expensive. You must be a rich bitch. Yeah, kinda. And also when you look at the cost of Botox, which is going to be different in every part of the country, and so I'm not going to break down the cost, but basically wherever you live, Botox is going to be about like getting a monthly facial at a nice day spa. I mean, getting Botox every 3 to 4 months is going to come out to cost about the same as getting a really good facial at a nice day spa.
I'll give you a facial.
And it's way cheaper than wasting your money on snake oil skincare. I promise you that. I don't mean to be rude, but you might need psychotherapy. I am a therapist. Those were honestly just the worst of the worst. I did have plenty of people who were supportive, who said, you know what? I don't know. I'm 25. I have no idea how I'm going to feel in 15 years. I think it's great. Other people came to me and said, you know what? I get Botox too. It's such a relief to hear somebody talk about it openly. Why don't we all talk about it openly? It's not shameful. Really, it's not a shameful thing to do. There's no need to hide it. As for the accusation of body dysmorphic disorder, I chalk that up to ignorance. So I'm going to put my shrink hat on and I'm going to read from the DSM. Body dysmorphic disorder is basically when you take a perceived flaw or maybe many perceived flaws and you blow them out of proportion in your mind. You might get really obsessed with staring at this one spot on your face or this one patch of wrinkles, or maybe it's a bodily thing. Maybe you don't like your stomach, or a lot of people have it with their nose. In fact, when I lived in LA, I had more than one person tell me that I needed a nose job. And I was like, no, I don't. And yeah, I don't have a perfect nose, but honestly, I can contour. I am not wearing any face makeup today. I purposefully did not put any makeup on my face. Obviously, I'm wearing eye makeup. Obviously, I'm wearing lipstick, but I have no contouring. I have no foundation. I have no under eye concealer, nothing to show you the results of Botox on a 40-year-old mug. See, you can still see little lines there when I smile. And how is there lipstick on my fucking cheek? So, I mean, Botox doesn't take them away completely, but it softens them considerably. Anyway, the main difference between being maybe bothered by a pimple or a little annoyed with wrinkles or wishing you could lose 10 pounds is this. The preoccupation causes clinically significant distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. Noticing that you have some wrinkles and wishing you didn't have some wrinkles and deciding to do something about the damn wrinkles is not body dysmorphic disorder. Body dysmorphic disorder also tends to respond poorly or not at all to any kind of cosmetic procedure or cosmetic surgery. So you hear stories about people who go in and they get a nose job and then they go in and get another nose job 6 months later. I'm thinking about Michael Jackson. Someone who had true body dysmorphic disorder would not feel better after getting Botox. Me, I feel better when I get it. I'm like, okay, yay, you know, my face feels fresher, putting on makeup is easier, I feel a little bit more confident. Not that I felt terrible before, but it just puts a little pep in my step. I hold my head a little bit higher, I walk a little taller, and God knows I need it, I'm short. It also says that some individuals take legal action or are violent towards the clinician because they are dissatisfied with the cosmetic outcome. Personally, I am very satisfied with the cosmetic outcome of Botox. I talked a bit in the beginning about when the lines go over the line and you want to do something about it, but I also wanted to talk about another line, the judgment line. At what point do we judge? At what point is it vain or conceited or too much or frivolous to want to take care of something that you object to on your face? Is using makeup crossing the line? Is using a luxury moisturizer crossing the line? Is it crossing the line to spend, say, more than an hour getting ready in the morning? Is it crossing the line to get a chemical peel? Is it crossing the line to get Botox? Is it crossing the line to get filler? Is it crossing the line to get surgery? Where does the judgment begin? And I think that just like the line is different for everyone, the judgment is different for everyone. Everybody has a point where they say, that's too much. I would never go that far. You're fucked up if you go that far. But here's the deal. With all of the individual differences in facial lines and in tolerance lines and in judgment lines, we're just all over the place. You just kind of have to let people be. I said kind of. Nix the kind of. You have to let people be. I'm sure that I have much more to say about Botox. If you have any questions, any respectful questions, feel free to ask, but please don't be an asshole. I mean, please. It's not worth it, and it's not going to change anything. I'm still going to get Botox no matter how much you call me a bitch. And if I do get enough respectful questions, I will be more than happy to talk more in depth about Botox or other cosmetic procedures or the psychology behind cosmetic procedures. But for now, that wraps it up. Thank you so very much for joining me. Very special shout out to you if you are watching this video on the toilet. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you back. Be sure to subscribe. Throw me a pity like. Give me some encouragement to make some more videos. And until next time, stay adorably obsessed with makeup and do you, boo. It's your face. Nobody can tell you what to do with it.
I'd still fuck you. My dick cures wrinkles.